Your laptop won't play it? Aw, I'm sorry. Actually, I've left and come back to this game several times over my lifetime. But it is one of those consistent things that I find relaxing. That's why I enjoy it so much. It's cathartic for me. That's one reason why I can play it for hours and not worry. I mean, we have run out of keys. I didn't realize that. I wasn't paying attention to it. It's fine. I'm not super attached to keys, but... So let's see. This is a joint room. I have to say the snakes look pretty cool, too. And we will pick up that long staff. Just give it a minute. Yeah. I mean, I really want to play it on Switch, but at the same time, I don't want to spend money to play it on Switch. Kind of at the point where money on Blizzard titles, no, thanks, though. I'll stick with what I already have. If things get cleaned up there by the time Diablo 4 releases, I'll probably pick that up, but for the most part, a lot of their games just don't interest me anymore. It's not my shtick. Gnarled staves are my stick. This will be a day one Switch purchase. I think you can already buy it on Switch. I just don't think you get access to the beta for it. Both of those will be good money. We'll go ahead and do them. And this is another dead end, I think. Could be wrong. Nope, it's not. Okay. So let's go ahead and load that in there. Drink 1. Close that. And in we go to the Viper Temple level 2. We, of course, want to be safety portaling. Because this is a common place to die. Dumb ways to die. I should probably have left no pickup on. There you go, big guy. Yes, I did just do a panic potion in there. It was not necessary at all. And I still just instinctively pick up gold. Like, click on it.
The light can never be extinguished by evil.
Apparently the audio stutters whenever it does that too. Yeah, they'll wipe characters after the beta. I'm not too concerned about that. In fact, I'm kind of playing with that in mind because I've sold some stuff that I would have kept otherwise. And I have 4 more other characters to go through. That goes in there. That gets sold. I know when we picked up that light belt. I need to actually put no pickup on. Yeah, D3, it was a different game. It's a different genre. It is the action end of action RPG. This is the, not even necessarily RPG, this is the loot end of RPG. I don't mind Diablo 3, but I also don't enjoy it. It's fun enough to play through every now and then, but it's not something that keeps my attention. It's a bit too shallow, man. Ever been so sad today in your life? The games feel so bad. Hopefully Diablo 4 will be better, but I'm not going to put any kind of real hope into that. And yes, I know I can condense those down, but... yeah, in Diablo 3, it's just bigger numbers. when you find a unique at low level, it's like not like, oh, I found this amazing late game unique. It's, oh, I found this unique and it's lower level than what I wanted. We're almost to the Arcane Sanctuary. I know someone was mentioning wanting to see that earlier. So we will go check it out. Did we get the good layout? No. I was about to say, did we get the doors all the way through? Invaders. They're a bit stockier than I remember them being. Still kind of cool looking. I approve. Okay. Yes, I know I have skill points. I'm going downstairs first. D2 has survived so long because of the PvP without PvP helped. That's for sure. I got kind of bored of PvP, so I kind of stopped around 1.1, but it's still good. Yes, you can actually. Let's go into options. And you actually have control over individual audio bits as well. So you can kind of mess around with that if you want. I just have the overall sliders for now. I'll go in and just mess with those later. I used to like PvP every now and then. I was more into PvP with my friends than with strangers. Because generally, let's be honest here, the general internet populace is filled with a lot of dicks. Obviously, there's a lot more people who aren't dicks, but the dicks stand out. Because nobody likes being surrounded by dicks. Ow. We're going downstairs. Ignore them, mercenary. So, do we get the shortcut through here? I'm slightly curious if we do. I'm going to murder these things down here just because we can. This is the earliest you get access to the ape demons or whatever they're called, the dune beasts. Did we? Did. In we go.
This surely is the product of a twisted mind.
Okay, I like Arcane Sanctuary. And dueling with friends, you can actually kind of duel with like weird restrictions and stuff like that without people going, well, what do you mean by that? Like naked brawls are fun too. Everyone plays a paladin or a sorceress, but naked brawls are fun. Okay, we get to stare over the edge for just a minute while I get a drink because I am about to just choke to death.
Retreat. Retreat.
Yeah, dicks are fun to kill. We used to do that every now and then, just gang up on them. Have a good one, Sebastian. Hopefully things stay well. Not a fan of the new teleport pads. I think would look better. I know this is going to be like a nitpicky thing. The class guide on D2, it just depends on what other people want to play. I play all the characters, so choosing a class isn't hard for me. It's just whatever I feel like that day. Whatever seems interesting. But this, I think they should have actually had almost like connect them. Have these pointing out that way, and because these are pointing in towards that, so just have this one point out rather than in like the other ones. But that would mean another asset creation. I love how shiny the floors are. If nobody noticed that, you can see your reflection in them. I don't know how well that comes through on the stream, but that is cool to me. I like that. It definitely has a more astral feel to it. And nitpicking on things, mainly it's just because the rest of it is so good, the little bits of things that are kind of off stand out. And see, this one right here would be kind of hard to do what I suggested on. Because then you'd have it like pointing across actual terrain. Hey, we got another tall rune. Be good if we wanted to do like a 3 tall flail for a barbarian or something. Arcane Sanctuary got a bunch of better janitors. That or they put brooms underneath the ghoul lords. I always go through the wrong one first. The range on the holy fire. It's causing them to hate life. The goat noises are a lot more in line with Diablo 1 now, too. Also, sorry. You saw your reflection in a puddle in Den, and you were floored. So was your reflection. No, sorry. I couldn't resist the stupid joke. I apologize. In Baldur's Gate, you go down to a dungeon full of undead and eat the cheese off the floor. Yep. I actually did a Baldur's Gate playthrough on this channel. I forget whether I left it public or not. It's in the playlists. So even if it's not listed, it is able to be watched just by going to playlists and looking for Baldur's Gate. I love Baldur's Gate, by the way. The second one, in my opinion, is better than the first one in Baldur's Gate, but it's a good game regardless. Lord of Destruction's already going to be with it. So it comes with Lord of Destruction, and we got the wrong path. I do want to see the lightning tower, though. Oh, we didn't get a lightning tower. The one thing I wanted to see over here. Fine, bite me, game. Yeah. When you buy the game, you're buying the base game and Lord of Destruction. They're all together. Yeah, Assassin and Necro should be at launch as well. It's worth noting that it's mildly irritating because the Necromancer was one of the base classes. I was hoping they would include it with it, but they didn't. I would have rather had Necromancer than Druid, and then just had the Assassin and Druid be the reveals at the final release. But I know why, because the Necromancer and Druid players, I'm a Necromancer player, I'm a Necromancer main, are a lot more vocal about the support for their classes than people who aren't. There's a few Barbarian lovers out there that are a bit vocal, but like Paladin players, they just play the game. Sorceress players, they're usually just doing Magic Find, or they're playing as a Paladin doing Magic Find. And we keep seeing the towers, but no lightning on them, and I forgot to repair. I'm going to go do that real quick. Yes, you have to buy it if you have the original game. They got to pay the bills for buying Vicarious Visions. Which is what this and Tony Hawk are. It's recuperating their loss from acquiring an entire company of people. That said, I am very proud of Vicarious Visions for the work that they've done. I think they have done significantly better than I would have expected from Blizzard, so. PC, you don't know if we'll run it. Yeah, if you've got a computer older than about 4 years, if the stuff in your computer is older than 4 years, I should probably say, because you could still buy 6-year-old hardware 4 years ago. But if the hardware in your computer was released more than 4 years ago, I probably wouldn't get it on PC. I would get it on a console. So, like the 10 series GTXs should be fine, but if you got a 9 series, I'd question it. Probably the earliest I'd go on the just keep stabbing these guys as hard as possible. Earliest I'd probably go on the processor would probably be maybe the 6 series Intel. I mean 6000 series, sorry. Yeah, Necro is my favorite class, so I wouldn't necessarily agree that he's the most versatile, but he's got the most interesting playstyle. Okay, so now we have... Oh, yeah, those are nice. I don't agree with where they're shooting lightning from, but they're nice. And I like how they shatter. I just pressed O instead of I. So let's see. You can still try the open beta. Yeah. Honestly, if you're really unsure about it, wait until the open beta. It literally is just 1 week away. It'll launch at the same time this one did, just next week. It ends a day earlier. This one lasts, I think, through Monday, whereas the other one lasts through Sunday, if memory serves. If memory serves. I know the open one is 1 day shorter. Let's see. What are we on about? PlayStation 4. You got a 3-page of problems you've been keeping tabs on. Cannot read or inspect while in the merchant inventory. Cannot move map separate from character. Well, yeah, with less keys, you probably would run into issues doing that. Yeah, the open beta is basically going to be a free trial. But the thing to remember with the open beta is you're going to have issues with it. I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be connectivity issues. That's not going to be because of your computer. That's going to be because the servers are going to be inundated with people. They're going to be just everywhere. I've been having frame drops whenever I open the inventory. And I've also been having ones where it will randomly do that, like it'll stick and have it until I swap to controller and back. But these are things I'll report whenever I get off screen. I don't think reporting it on stream is necessarily the best thing to do. I mean, if people want to direct them to like a timestamp or something, it's fine.